Hello 2014. Okay. Continue.
Di ba ikaw lang bigyan na binabasa?
Pwede mo magbasa mo na ako. Classroom. The sun beamed in through the dining room window, lighting up the hardwood floor. We had been talking there for nearly 2 hours. The phone rang yet again, and Morrie asked his helper, Connie, to get it. She had been jotting the callers' names in Morrie's small black appointment book. Friends, meditation teachers, a discussion group, someone who wanted to photograph him for a magazine. It was clear I was not the only one interested in visiting my old professor. The Nightline. The Nightline appearance had made him something of a celebrity, but I was impressed with, perhaps, even a bit envious of. All the friends that Morris seemed to have, I thought about the baddies that circled my orbit back in college. Where had they? Where had they gone? You know, Mitch, now that I'm dying, I've become much more interesting to people. You were always interesting. Oh, Morris smiled. You're kind. No, I'm not, I thought. Here's the thing, he said. People see me as a bridge. I'm not as alive as I used to be, but I'm not yet dead. I'm sort of in between. He coughed, then regained his smile. I'm on the last great journey here, and people want me to tell them what to pack. The phone rang again. Morrie, can you talk? Fanny asked. I'm visiting with my old pal now, he announced. Let them call back. Oh, importante siya. I cannot tell you why he received me so warmly. I was hardly the promising student who had left him 16 years earlier. Had it not been for Nightline, Morrie might have died without ever seeing me again. I had no good excuse for this, except the one that everyone these days seems to have. So, si Mitch, is only visiting Morrie for the sake of the Nightline. Yung iba isa nga siyang TV host.
Si Dad.
Oh, hindi. Pati si Mitch,
Ay, tignan
TV host na rin siya. I had become too wrapped up in the siren song of my own life. I was busy. What happened to me? I asked myself. Morris' high, smoky voice took me back to my university years, when I thought rich people were evil, a shirt and tie were prison clothes, and a life without freedom to get up and go. Motorcycle beneath you, breeze in your face. Down the streets of Paris into the mountains of Tibet was not a good life at all. What happened to me? The 80s happened. The 90s happened. Death and sickness and getting fat and going bald happened. I traded lots of dreams for a bigger paycheck,
Gusto pumangat siya.
and I never even realized I was doing. Yes.
Tumaba siya.
Yet, here was Morrie talking with the wonder of our college years, as if I'd simply been on a long vacation. Have you found someone to share your heart with? He asked. Are you giving to your community? Are you at peace with yourself? Are you trying to be as human as you can be? I squirmed, wanting to show I had been grappling deeply with such questions. What happened to me? I once promised myself I would never work for money, that I would join the Peace Corps, I would live in beautiful, inspirational places. Instead, I had been in Detroit for 10 years now, the same
ano?
work, Detroit. In 10 years now, at the same workplace, using the same bank, using the same barber. I was 37, more efficient than I am in college. Tied to computers and modems and cell phones. I wrote articles about rich athletes who, for the most part, could not care less about people like me. I was no longer young for my peer group, nor did I walk around in gray sweatshirts with unlit cigarettes in my mouth. I did not have long discussions over egg salad sandwiches about the meaning of life. My days were full, yet I remained much of the time unsatisfied. What happened to me? Coach, I said suddenly, remembering the nickname. Morrie beamed. That's me, I'm still your coach. He laughed and resumed his eating. A meal he had started 40 minutes earlier. Oh, yun tagal niya na kumain. A meal, yeah. I watch him now, his hands working gingerly, as if he were learning to use them for the very first time. Could not press down the hard with a knife. His fingers shook. Each bite was a struggle. He chewed the food finely before swallowing, and sometimes it slid out the sides of his lips, so that he had to put down what he was holding to dab his face with a napkin. The skin from his wrist to his knuckles was dotted with aged spots, and it was loose, like skin hanging from a chicken soup bone. For a while, we just ate like that, a sick old man, a healthy younger man, both absorbing the quiet of the room. I would say it was an embarrassed silence, but I seemed to be the only one embarrassed. Dying, Morrie suddenly said, is only one thing to be sad over, Mitch. Living unhappily is something, again, living unhappily is something else. So many of the people who come to visit me are unhappy. Why? Well, for one thing, the culture we have does not make people feel good about themselves. We're teaching the wrong things. And you have to be strong enough to say it if the culture doesn't work. Don't buy it. Create your own. Most people can't do it. They are more unhappy than me, even in my current condition. I may be dying, but I'm surrounded by loving, caring souls. How many people can say that? I'm. Oh, got to go? Oh, you have to read them for 3 minutes. Come on, read. Just
Ano ba?
read. Here. I was astonished by his complete lack of self-pity.
Next sentence na.
Mm-mm.
Morrie, motherfucker. Morrie, who could no longer dance, swim, bathe, or walk. Morrie, who could no longer answer his own door, dry himself after a shower, or even roll over in bed. How could he be so accepting? I watched him struggle with his fork, picking at a piece of tomato, mixing it the mixing it the first few times. A pathetic scene that I could not deny that sitting in his presence was almost magically
Serene.
serene. The singing calm breeze that soothed me back in college. I shot a glance at my watch. Force of habit. It was getting late, and I thought about changing my plan reservation home. Then Maury did something that haunts me to this day.
Okay, we have to say bye first.
But
Bye.